In this lesson, we're going to be looking at heat versus temperature. I am Mr. Wilson, and the lesson comes to you from tcp-academy.teachable.com. You can find us on YouTube at CSEC Biology TCP. Send us a mail. It's at extremesolutionsja@gmail.com. Heat versus temperature. What comes to mind when we think of these two terms? What's heat versus temperature? Heat is a form of energy, and this energy is measured in joules. Heat is transferred on a temperature difference. So it's based on a temperature difference, meaning here that heat moves from pretty much hot to cold. You can relate to this by putting a pot onto the fire. The water was somewhat colder at room temperature, but as we apply the heat energy, that's a fire under the pot, then the temperature of the water would have increased based on the heat energy that is being supplied to the pot, as is seen here with the beakers. Temperature will rise or fall based on the availability of heat energy. Now, that is saying if the temperature in the pot of water is going to rise, that is going to be based on the fact that the stove is on or off. If the stove is on, where the heat energy is supplied to that pot and the water, then naturally the temperature of the water will increase. But if you were supposed to turn the flame off, then you would have removed that heat energy, which is pretty much causing the water particles to become excited and pretty much collide in each other. That will stop happening, and what will happen is that the temperature now will fall as a result of the removal of the heat energy. So, what's temperature? Temperature is a measure of how hot or cold matter is, and it is measured in degrees Celsius. Now, there is a little difference here between temperature and heat. Let us turn our attention to the beakers. We have two beakers here, one with 40 ml water, the other with 80 ml. However, both beakers are at the same temperature. So the water in the beaker, 100 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius. However, the heat of the water, the heat energy within the water is different. One might say, how? Let us look at that. The water in the beaker have the same temperature. However, B has a higher heat. Now you relate to the fact that if you were supposed to put these two beakers onto your stove, one with 40 ml or half the amount of water to the other, you'd understand that the one with the 80 ml would take a longer time to boil or would take a longer time to reach 100 ml because it is absorbing more heat energy in order to excite the water molecules for that collision to take place to bring them up to the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. So to summarize, heat is a form of energy. This energy is used to raise the temperature of a body. Heat is measured in joules. Temperature is pretty much how hot or cold matter or a substance is, and it is measured in degrees Celsius. Thanks much for watching. I am Mr. Wilson. Please be reminded to like, share, and of course, subscribe. And please tell a friend to tell a friend about the channel so that we can grow as a wonderful science community. Until next time, take good care of yourself and loved ones. Last year, many students differed on their CXC exams as they were afraid of failure due to their level of readiness. This year, Mr. Wilson and his experienced team from tcpacademy.teachable.com is here to help you get exam ready. Subscribe for free to tcp-academy.teachable.com. We offer courses in CXC Biology, HSB, English Language, and many others. There are several offerings to each course. Enroll in one today.